here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, sack. Mike Football. Coming.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first. Play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D. Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on 1st down, Murray trying to improvise. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Room to run past midfield, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And finally brought down at the 43. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Bandit. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go. 36 power. Mike 2.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he hits Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fournette, a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The tackle by D. Ford. A gain of 2.
From the 41, Murray looking deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Tennessee.
14. Watch left.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there. A first down.
First down, Titans.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. They're running it. Alert. 44. Mike, 44. Hey, let's get this.
Again, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action here on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. It's complete to Drake. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now he'll escape, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Murray now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
86 to man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Murray throwing on second down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Murray off play action. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Jackson. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Drake. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to intercept it a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fournette running out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Number 27, Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier. Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He completes it to Westbrook. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, set. Now the wolf. 6 guys. Come on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray trying to lay one up deep. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch, and he is all the way up past the 25. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Right back to Dre. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Get this all day.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. And that looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Running, it's Drake. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
They stay on the ground with Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he finds Howard complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be taken at the 10. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. He don't want it.
Murray, one final try. Forced out to his left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want to give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.